Breaking 90 doesn't take a perfect swing.
Such a rigs fucking swing.
You don't need to reshape your whole game or study swing mechanics for hours. Nope. If you've broken 100, play a couple times a month, and just want to finally beat your buddies, this one's for you. Today, we're breaking down the simple on-course decisions and habits that make the difference. No technical jargon, no swing breakdowns, just real tips to help you break 90 for the first time and have more fun doing it. Let's hop into it. Tip number 1, choose the smartest landing zone. Pick the farthest point down the fairway where your full shot dispersion still fits within it without bringing penalty areas into play. If you tend to miss right, aim left of center. Always aim based on your shot tendencies, not just down the middle. All right, so we got a par 4, 370 from the back tees. Gonna play driver. I'm gonna aim just right of the bridge out there in the distance, maximizing my ability to miss right without going in the water. That'll be okay. All right, so we pulled it left. We're in the bunker. We've got 125 to the pin. I've got like my 135 club. I want to try and make sure I get it onto the green. I'm not really going to be aiming directly at the pin. I'm probably going to aim a little bit right because there's a better bailout over there. And I'm probably going to hit something that's going to go about 10 yards past the pin. You know, in case I hit a very good shot, I'll be okay. And then if I hit a mediocre shot, I'll still be in a good area around or on the green to make par. So I'm gonna try and get this up there somewhere near the green or near the pin, get a stress-free par hopefully. All right, ended up pulling it a little bit, but it's on the green. Probably about 10 yards past where the pin is, but that's perfectly fine. All right, so we successfully got on the green. Probably got about a 40-foot putt. One of the tips for today that we'll be talking about is when it comes to putting, there's a reality to it. These types of putts, you're just trying to get down in 2. You need to get your speed control under your belt to be able to 2-putt these putts from this far. And then when you get inside 10 feet is where you can start focusing more on making them. When you practice putting, practice speed control so that you can lag putt correctly. And then when it comes down to making putts, focus on the ones 10 feet or less. See if we can't put this one up in the circle of trust for a stress-free par, hopefully. Roll! A stress-filled par. You know, so the points there are, you know, gotta have a good strategy off the tee box. Good place to leave the ball when you come into the green. And then when you get on the green, it's either going to be really a lag putt or an opportunity to make one. So anything outside of 10 feet, get it down in 2 and you're good. If you're inside 10 feet, try to make it. Tip number 2, aim away from trouble. Don't chase tucked pins on your approach shots. Aim to the safe side, away from bunkers, water, and short sides. Play to the biggest part of the green. You'll avoid big numbers and give yourself more chances for 2-putt pars. So on to the second hole. We're able to make par in the last one. This hole's playing 212 from the back tees. As we said before on the channel, there's not a lot of good bailouts on this hole, so you really try to have to hit something just dead middle of the green. So that's what we're gonna try and do here. On that line middle, if you come up a little short, you're still gonna be okay. So out of all the possible outcomes up there, you know, I just take dead aim for the center of the green, regardless of where the flag is. It just happens to be in the center of the green today. So let's see what we can do. That one's gonna be way left, put ourselves in a probably tricky situation, but this will be a good example of what to do when you're just trying to break 90 and try and not make the hole any worse from here. All right, so we missed the green way left, not in the best spot. One of the tips today is to just do like a stock chip shot. You need to have one. So what I like to do is the toe down, where staying close to the ball, the heel of the club's up a little bit, and then you use kind of a putting stroke. It also helps to keep it low. I'm gonna try and get it underneath this branch and just try and get it back on the green. See if we can't 2-putt and just get out of here with a bogey. I think I hit a good one. Not quite hard enough, but we do have a chance to make par still, actually. About 15 feet up the hill, a little right to left. I know we say you focus on making the 10 feet and in, so what you really want to do is just make sure we don't do anything dumb and 3-putt from here. And we didn't hit it hard enough, but turned kind of a really bad shot into a stress-free bogey. And since we parred the first hole, we're 1 under bogey golf. See if the strategy holds up. All right, so even though we're playing the back tees, we usually play 1 tee box up. This fairway is kind of like a little snaky where it go off to the right a little bit and then veer back. So kind of like a reverse S actually. And the widest part for me to hit is where my 5-wood would go. So this is what I'd say off the tee box is a strategy you need to take is hit whatever you can hit the furthest down the fairway, and it's still, you know, the dispersion still fits into the fairway. So 5-wood for me, even though I'm playing, I think this is like 520 or so from here, maybe 530. We're just gonna play it as a 3-shot par 5. Right down Broadway, Jen. Hey, Kool-Aid. Oh yeah. All right, so just like we planned, middle of the fairway, still too far out to go 4 and 2. So I'm just gonna take a 7-iron. One of the tips that I like to use when you're laying up is I have this little kind of half punchy swing. So I like to just punch it down there. I can feel like I can swing pretty hard at it. Goes about the same distance. It might be maybe 5 yards shorter than a normal 7-iron. But we're just trying to bunt it down there in the middle of the fairway and then hit our next shot on the green. And we pushed it. I think we're fine. We might have just gone into the right rough a little bit. Let's go down there and find it, see what we got, but I think we should be in good enough shape to get to the green. All right, so I hit my like kind of safe punchy shot. Pushed it a little bit. We got pretty dangerously close to going into the deep stuff, but we got about 115, got plenty of green to the right. So from an approach shot, I just want to aim maybe 10 feet right of the flag, hit something about 100 and see if we can't get this close. Or I'm sorry, something about 105, 108. Oh!
Oh dear.
Damn! Damn! Is that pretty good?
Yeah. I thought that went in for a second.
I thought it was gonna hit the flag.
Yeah.
So we hit a 5-wood, punchy 7-iron, and then kind of another punchy flight at 50 degree. And it looks like we got like 3 or 4 feet for birdie. Let's go! Looks like we got about 2 feet. Little right to left. Once again, my man's making me putt it. So let's see if we can get this in for a tweet. Tweet, mother trucker! How you like that, Jen? Back tees, 3 holes.
That was exceptional.
1 under. My old man's gonna have to move back to the back tees. But
looks like it.
I think it's just a testament to the strategy, right? We didn't try and overdo it on off the tee box and hit driver just because it was 530 yards. We hit a 5-wood. Second shot, I just tried to punch one down that's usually reliable, and I pushed it, but it was still in a good enough position in the rough to get on the green. Hit a really good third shot to like 2 feet. If you stick to this kind of process, you can break 90 from the back tees. I normally hit a 3-wood from other tees, so I'm gonna hit a driver. I've got enough space to land it. Gonna aim at that oak tree. Just when you're getting off the tee box, you wanna hit to a specific spot, but know that you're okay if you land in like a dispersion zone or what we like to call a Y zone, and that's a great shot. Even if I was in a fine position, if I didn't hit it exactly pure and have 120 in, I would get upset. Where now I don't care if I miss it a little bit and I have 130 or 140, it's okay, just as long as I have a shot to the next hole. So you gotta think of, put yourself in the right spot to have an opportunity on the next one. Oh, there you go. I think we got to kick back towards the fairway. I hope it didn't go in the bunker, but either way, like I was just saying, we're gonna have an opportunity to get it to the green or around the green or even on it. I think we're gonna be in pretty good shape either way. We weren't gonna be anyway. So we got a good kick off the side of the hill, stayed out of the bunker. We've got about 127 or so. Just gonna hit a kind of punchy pitching wedge. I do have a blind spot or a blind shot, but I'm just gonna aim, there's a clump of a pine tree off in the distance that is in line with the pin, so I'm gonna aim directionally there. See if we can't hit a good one. I like my 3/4 pitching wedge shot. Might be a little right. How'd it end up?
Right on the green, dude.
That wasn't even hit good, folks. So we had about 130 yards on that last shot, hit a little kind of 3/4 pitching wedge, came up about 25 feet short, but we got on the green from a blind spot, or the blind shot. Once again, putting wise, we're just trying to get this down in 2. If it goes in, it's all gravy. Dadgum. Thought I might make that one, Jen.
That's not good.
No, it's not.
You can still miss that one. No, it's good.
That's the goal. Stress-free pars, boys and girls. So we're even through 4, so we're 4 under bogey golf. So that's something I would do too. And you're trying to break 90, chunk it up and make it feel like you're a pro. 4 under after 4, right? Just got to remember it's bogey golf, not regular golf. So hole 5, I think it plays like 440 or something from the back tee. So this might be a good case study. I usually play it from 1 up and it's usually around 410 or something. We got driver, there's plenty of room. If anything, we might want to favor the left-hand side. We're pretty much just gonna aim dead center, middle of the fairway. See if we can't get one out there decent enough to get the next one on the green. But once again, I'm not gonna get overly worried and try and really kill my driver or anything. I'm just gonna try and hit my normal driver swing, try and hit a good shot. We're gonna go the bomb, which is the higher tee flight, which should induce a little bit of a draw bias on the flight. Not our best contact, Jen, but we should be pretty good. Roll. All right, we're gonna have probably a long shot into the green, kind of drop kicked it. You know, going into this hole, my thought process was, it's a very long par 4. We might just play it like a par 5. So we'll get up and see where we're at, see if there's a shot that makes sense getting up near the green, or maybe we play short and just get on in 3, 2-putt or 1-putt and go on to the next hole. Hit kind of a drop kick. It didn't go as far as it normally would, but hey, we're just short of being in the fairway. We went a little bit left of it. Lucky for me, even though it's a long shot, it's 225 with the slope. I get to hit this 5-wood, which I got a couple weeks ago and I really like. See if we can get the 5-wood up there. I'm gonna aim probably a good, well, pretty much just center of the green. I don't want to end up too far right, and this club has a tendency to go a little left or right sometimes. So middle of the green, 5-wood, 225. Oh, that was not a fade, that was a hook. I think we're probably like 50 yards short of the green. So like I said on the tee box, it's a long par 4 going into it. My mindset is we're playing as a par 5. So we're just trying to make 5 on this hole and get to the next one. All right, so we found our ball over here in the rough. I thought it stayed in the grass, but either way, we got about 50 yards. This is another tip, having a stock shot. I like to do the toe down even this far back, but it becomes more of a pitch versus a chip. I just take it back about left arm parallel to the ground. I'm just gonna try and punch it up there and see if I can't chase it up to the back plateau that the pin is on. The first thing to do is just make sure we get it on the green, have a putt at par, and really the strategy is to make bogey here. Not our best effort, but I think it stayed on the green. I think since the pin was on that back plateau, it's still probably on the green. Just guessing we'll have 30, 35 feet. Try and get down in 2 from there.
Tip number 3, build a reliable chipping method and setup. Use one consistent method for chipping. I recommend a toe down setup, ball in the middle or back, heel of the club up, shaft vertical, stand close to the ball, then use your putting stroke. It's simple, solid, and repeatable.
All right, so we went over the green. Just gonna take my 50 degree, use the toe down chipping to hit it about halfway to the hole, and hopefully it'll run back to the hole and we'll have an easy 1-putt for our bogey. All right.
Damn,
I think
bro.
we got away with it, huh?
That's crazy, Ken.
Jen's gonna make me putt that one, but I'm happy to. So I can't miss that one.
Yeah, that's far from being good.
I think Jen, who's never hit a putt, could make this one.
Probability is never 0.
Dead center. I guess that was a stressful bogey. I would say in assessing how we played the hole is the second shot. I probably should have hit a little bit more of a kind of punchy shot and just try to get it close to the green instead of trying to really go for the green. And then I would have left myself in a better shot or shape for the 3rd shot. All right, so hole 6, got 140. Gonna hit a kind of 3/4 9-iron. And that pin's kind of tricky back there. Don't really want to go too far past the pin. I'm okay if it goes left and I have a 30-foot putt. You know, just want to make sure I hit something reasonably solid and in the middle of the green. All right, I think we did this last time. I caught a branch limb, came up just a little bit short of the green. We're actually in a decent area in relation to where the pin is. Hopefully we can knock it up there tight and see if we can make a par. All right, so we came up just a little bit short, but it's kind of a straightforward chip shot. We are not short-sided. We got some green to work with. I like to play these whenever I can as a toe down, so it's The toes on the ground, the heels up, you stand a little closer, and it's kind of just like a putting stroke. See how we do. Oh, I don't think we hit it hard enough, but hey, we're on the green. Didn't do anything disastrous. Got probably like a 15, 12 foot putt for, well, 15 to 18 foot putt for par. Little right to left.
Tip number 4, focus on speed control when putting. Speed is 90% of good putting. From long range, focus on lagging inside of 3 feet. Focus from 3 to 10 feet. This is your scoring zone. Practice it like it counts, because it does.
And like I said, when it comes to putting, once you get outside 10 feet, the reality is you should be just trying to get down in 2. Obviously, around here, you think you'll make some of these, but the percentages are pretty low. Let's see if we can't get lucky. And if not, we should have a tap in for bogey. Wow, that didn't break at all to the left, but we got to tap in for bogey. All right, 2 over through 6. Got to get off this bogey train right now, man. Let's go to hole 7 and see what we do there. All right, hole 7. I think this play is probably 430, 425, something like that. Gonna hit my driver. Plenty of room up there. I just want to make sure I aim a little bit left to center, because there's a little bit more room to the left and you can still get to the green. So once again, when you're hitting tee shots, you want to get as far down the fairway as possible, but that's also reasonable for the club you're hitting. So like if my driver went like another 20 yards, I wouldn't be able to hit it, because it would go into go past this plateau, and then I'd have a side hill lie. This one should leave me on the flattish part, so I have a good lie and a good angle into the hole. All right, kind of low and left. Not our best, but I think we'll be all right. We'll just have a really long shot into the green, which is to be expected since we're playing the back tees. All right, a little bit longer than we normally have on this hole. We got like 170 down the hill, pins in the front. I'm gonna aim about 10 feet left of the pin. I got a 7-iron in hand. Let's see if we can't get it up there pretty close. Make our par, move on to the next hole. Get a little right. All right, so we pulled a little left in the bunker. We got actually plenty of green to work with though. So we should be able to hit a pretty good shot. But like I said, we're trying to break 90. We just want to make sure we get the 3rd one on the green, and then 2 putt or less to finish the hole out. So just gonna hit a kind of stock bunker shot right here. Aim just a little bit left of it and hopefully put it pretty close. Thought we made one, Jen! Yo! That hit dead center of the pin, didn't it?
Ain't no way.
Thought we had our first hole out.
Oh man, from the bunker, that would have been crazy.
I thought we made one there, Jen. A little stress-free par.
Nice.
I think that's a good example. Even though I missed the green, it was in the right spot. We missed it left, which meant we weren't short-sided. Even though it was a bunker, it's kind of a straightforward shot. We did get lucky and hit the pin, but you know, even if it didn't hit the pin, I think we'd have a 3-foot putt instead of a 1-foot putt. Headed to hole number 8. All right, hole 8, par 4. I think it plays about 450. We're gonna aim kind of down the middle of the fairway in that far away bunker, and then try and put a little bit of a cut on it. Probably gonna have a good 200 or so into the next shot. But the key here is it's a hard dog leg right. We need to hit it far enough to get past the dog leg so we have an open shot to the green. That's mission number 1 on this shot. Oh, Jen, you see that?
Nice.
I think that's about perfect, man. So we got 188, pins in the back left. I don't know if you can really see, but I'm gonna aim way right of the pin. There's a little green sign on the, towards the front of the green on the collar. That's where I'm gonna aim. Just don't wanna take on all that bunker in case I hit a little short. If I aim right, I can still end up in the middle of the green. So I got 188, 6-iron, pretty much just maybe a little left center of the middle of the green. Hit it right. Can't tell, it's either in the bunker on the right or just over it. But either way, we got plenty of green to work with on the next shot. All right, so we pushed it way right, but it was a good landing spot. We got over the bunker on the right. We're pin high. I guess all told it's probably about 30 yards. Use my gap wedge and kind of hit a low runner with the toe down chipping. See if we can't snuggle it up there. And when we're breaking 90, obviously the first thing is get on the green, then secondary get it as close as possible so you can't make a par. Ooh, Jen, I think we got.
Ooh.
Ooh, might be right on the borderline of a tap in or a gimme, but I don't get gimmies, so.
Yeah, it's far from good.
Gotta make sure I make these. I don't know, Jen. Maybe I should be playing the blacks.
It's looking like it so far.
So I think we got about a 6-footer. So when we're talking putting reality, these are the ones you really want to lock in on, because according to all the analytics and strokes gain percentages and stuff, I think it's about a 60% make for pros. It's a short enough distance for putting that us amateurs can get close to that. So these are the ones worth practicing. I think it's going to go a little to the left, but I'm going to keep it inside the hole, hopefully. See if we can't make it, Jen. Oh, we didn't hit it. All right. I felt like I let one go there, but bogey's fine. Once again, if you look back at how we played the hole, we hit a great drive, made great contact on the second one. We just pushed it a little, but I was in good shape to get up and down and hit a good shot. Just missed the putt. That happens. Don't let it get you down. Move on to the next hole. All right, 9th hole, par 5, about 515. We're gonna try and aim at the top of that pine tree right there. If I can get it on that line, get a good kick, we might be able to go for it in 2, but we are playing 1 tee further back than normal, so probably gonna play this as a 3-shot par 5. Oh, that was murder, Jen. Did you hear that? We might need to permanently move to the back tees. That was smoked,
yes,
mother trucker. All right, so we hit a really good drive, and Jen and I had a little debate off camera. But we are a golf course management strategy channel, so we are going to lay up. You know, I could go for it, and I might in competition, but I think the safer shot right now, and for instructional purposes, you know, let's play this as a 3-shot par 5. I'm gonna hit my little chippy, punchy pitching wedge, just try and get it down there about 130 yards, and then we should have like 100 or less in, and stay short of the creek. And we pulled it. So I think we're fine. There is a bunker over there, but I think we're short of it. You gotta work on that punchy shot, Jen. The first one went right and the second one went left. So
yeah.
Might be a little bit off timing wise, but it's a good shot, because even though I kind of hit both of those not quite correct, the first one we made birdie with on number 3. And I think we'll have a normal shot into here too. So let's see what we do. All right, so we got 85 yards. We pulled it a little. So we're in the rough, but we still got a good angle. So all things told, not how we wanted to play the second shot, but it was really no harm, no foul. So we got 85 yards, gonna hit a kind of chippy 54 degree. Let's get up there on the green, see if we can't make a putt. Oh, shit. All right, so we thinned the crap out of it, went over the green, but that's all right. We'll just have to get the next one on and 2-putt, and might end up making a bogey where we should have made a par, but we just want to avoid getting the doubles and triples. All right, so we didn't hit a great shot there. It's kind of a straightforward chip shot. We got plenty of green to work with. Got a 54 degree, it's going slightly uphill. Gonna hit a kind of lower one, landed about 5 feet on the green past the collar. See if we can't run it back there. Once again, don't have to do anything fancy here, so I'm gonna use my toe down chipping, use the bounce, try and make the shot as easy as possible for me. See if we can't make a par. Can we make a birdie? Not hard enough. It's online though, Jen.
Nice.
Just outside of gimme range. So we got about 3.5 feet for par. Making the turn, we're on hole number 10. I think it plays about 410 from here. So when you're looking at this hole from a tee shot perspective, there's waist area to the left. That doesn't bother me as much, but it's not a good angle. So I'm gonna do my best to aim right center of the fairway. There's a lot more room out there, and I'll most likely end up in the fairway. See if we can hit a good one out there. And we went left center, but I think we're okay. Oh no. Kicked into the waist area. But like I said, hit out of there all the time. Not that much different to me from a contact perspective, but just not as good of an angle if I was in the fairway. All right, so we got 164 out of the, this is like a waist bunker, so you can ground your club. I'm gonna aim a good bit right of the pin, and just see if we can't get it up on the right hand side of the green. Got a 7-iron 164, see what happens. That's pretty good, Jen. Did it stay on?
I think it rolled off the green. It landed on the green, but it rolled off that bunker.
There's a little danger over there. God, I thought that was gonna be perfect. I guess I needed to throw it a little bit further out to the right. But hey, not gonna complain about a good shot. If it went left in the bunker, we'll just hit it out of the bunker, and trying to break 90, right? So get on in 3 on a par 4 and 2 putt or 1 putt, and we're on pace. So. All right, so we went over the green a little bit, not too bad. Got a pretty decent straightforward shot. Just gonna take the 58-degree, little toe down and aim about 2 or 3 feet left of the pin, see if we can't cozy it up there. How did we get that much spin out of the rough? But we got a good shot at par. All right, so we got about 4 feet for par, a little left to right. Oh, didn't play enough break, but bogey's okay. Hole 11, we just made a bogey, so I think we're 4 over, 6 under bogey golf. So dog leg left, but we're gonna just try and make sure we get around the corner enough to have a clear shot in. We're gonna hit driver. I think the hole's about 400 from here. Just gonna hit one right down the middle, maybe with a little bit of a cut on it.
Damn.
I think we got away with it, Jen. Yep. Pulled it, but pulled it just down the left side of the fairway. Might be a little bit in the rough, but went pretty straight after the pull, so I think we're in good shape. It's all about just trying to get in position for the next shot. Doesn't have to be perfect. Be nice if it was perfect, but doesn't really get you any extra bonus points. You just got to be in position to hit the next shot and just keep on staying in position until you get done with the hole. All right, so second shot, we got 119. That pin is in a real sucker position. I'm gonna aim actually right at that fan in the background, try and hit on that line, and I'm gonna hit something that goes about 125 just to be safe. Don't want to end up in that bunker. All right, I think we hit the safe shot. Oh, it's like we're just a little right of the green. We should be in good shape to get up and down. All right, so we missed the green a little bit to the right, just past pin high, but all good. There's a little bit of a tier down to get to the pin. I'm gonna hit a shot just about to it so it'll trickle down. See if we can get this one close and get a stress-free par here, hopefully. Once again, don't have to put any extra stress on my game. I'm gonna hit the toe down chip, maximizes the bounce and consistency of the strike. So let's see if we can't get this one tight. Kind of yipped that one, boys and girls, but I think we still got about 6 feet for par, see if we can't make it. So we got a little bit longer than I thought, maybe 9-10 feet. See if we can't make it for par. Woo! Because, all right, this isn't your lazy man's par 3 here. We got 215 to the pin. The pin's in the middle. I'm gonna aim about 10 yards left of the pin, kind of in between those 2 bunkers way off in the distance. And really just trying to make sure I hit a solid one and get it somewhere on the green, if not just over the water, so that we avoid a penalty shot. Just a nice smooth 5-wood should be plenty. See if we can get it there. Oh, we didn't hit it solid. Go!
Damn.
All right. I just hit it the least bit solid, Jen. We'd be in the middle of the green, but now we gotta go to the drop area. See if we can't avoid making a double bogey.
Dun, dun, dun.
All right, so we hit it in the water. We're in the drop area. We got 75 yards. Gonna try and see if we can't get it up and down. Ah, pulled it. God, we pull hooked it. But anyway, so we got a putt. We're just really playing for double right now. Make sure we don't make it any worse than it already is. All right, so we pulled it way left. We got about 30, 35 feet for bogey. We're just trying to get our double and get on to the next hole and forget this ever occurred. Oh my word. I don't know if I thought I killed mine, but I didn't think I'd come up that short.
Oh, nice.
Celebrating a double, but that was very fortunate. Ooh!
That's the old whipped cream on you know what.
Yeah, that's like lipstick on a pig, as they say down here.
Tip number 5, stay in the shot. Clear your head before every swing. Pick your target, choose your one swing thought, and commit. No second guessing allowed. Stay present, one shot at a time.
Got to get back into bogey golf here. I think technically on the back we're one over bogey golf, so we had a cushion on the front though. But anyway, par 5, about 520 from here. Just gonna try and hit one down the middle. Pretty wide open fairway. You can see there's a little walkway between and there's some grass sticking up about 4 feet high. We're gonna just aim in the middle of that, see if we can't put one in the fairway, and then we'll assess if we can go for it in 2 or not. Get on the ground. All right, I think we were far enough back that even though that was not my best effort, it should just be in the left rough. Par 5, like I said, we'll just play it as a 3-shot par 5. So this is a good example of when you don't hit a good shot, don't get too wrapped up about it, because I'm assuming we're gonna be perfectly fine in the rough. We're just gonna hit a punch shot to lay up anyway. Get to the next one and course correct that way. So we came close to getting into some real trouble here, but we just stayed in. I'm just gonna try and hit a little punchy 3 hybrid out there to lay up, and then we should be in good shape to get it on the green and see if we can't make a birdie or at least a par. Ooh, we hit it good, Jen, but we pushed it. Into the bunker. All right, so we're making it a little bit harder on ourselves than we need to. See what we can do. If we got a good shot, shouldn't be a problem getting over the lip, but I don't want to say that for sure until we get there. All right. All right, better. All right, so we're on the green, playing for birdie, but it's like a 40-foot putt. Greens have been really slow. I'm gonna try and make sure I get it there. Hopefully get it in the circle of trust. Oh, go, go, stop. Oh. I swear I can't hit it any harder and not think it's gonna go off the bat. All right, so we didn't do a great job with our speed control. Got probably like 15 feet for par here, so we'll see if we can make it. Ooh. That one I got jabby on. Ooh. It's just really hard when they're this slow. You know, not the end of the world, made a bogey on that one. 3 putt on a green we hit in regulation, which is not great, but I'm trying to get home here is putting yourself in position off the tee and to your approach shot onto the green or off of the green so that you can make no worse than bogey. You are gonna make some doubles like I did on the last hole. You only have to sneak in a few pars and you're gonna be under 90. So we're starting to get closer to the watermark there, but I think we'll be all right. We just need to settle out and make some pars here. So this is gonna be a great example for what we're trying to do here. From the back tees, this is 485 or 83 yards, something like that. Purely playing this as a 3-shot par 5. Somehow I can get there in 2. That's just a super bonus. Set up on the right side of the tee box. I'm gonna try and actually hit it right between the red and yellow stakes, just beyond the pond there, and maybe cut it a little bit. Really trying to make sure we put one in the fairway here. Let's go. All right, we pushed it, but I think we'll cover it. I couldn't tell. Did it get over?
I think it's in.
If it's in, it's actually not that bad because it usually will roll further in the dirt. Let's get up there and hit it. I mean, it wasn't the best contact-wise. Even if it's in the dirt, it's okay. Still probably gonna play it like a par 5. Get on in 3. If we make a putt, we make par. If we don't, we make bogey. Then we got a par 5 coming up. Hopefully get back on the par train. All right, so we didn't make the best contact on that one. We've got like 240, 250. I'm just gonna lay up with a 7-iron. I'm gonna aim over there, kind of to the end of that last row of like 5 bushes that have just been cut down. Oh, and we got lucky there, Jen. Doesn't have to be pretty, right?
Doesn't.
All right, so just like any other par 5, right, Jen? Got like 85 yards. Gonna hit a like 3/4 lob wedge. I'm gonna aim a little right of the pin just because it's in a weird spot. Get it up there so you can have a shot at par here. The right club today. Sit. Oh, I think it went over, man.
Yeah.
Thought I hit a really good shot.
Damn.
It's a little bit too much strength somehow. Hopefully it didn't go too far over. All right, so we went over the green. Got it kind of a challenging up and down. Not a whole lot of green to work with. As normal, first off, get it on the green. Second off, worry about how close it is. Oh, thought I made it. I think we got our bogey though, huh? I'll take that for bogey. That is no fun hole from that there. All right, 15th hole, par 5. I think it's around 510 or something. Just gonna try and hit one down the left center of the fairway, hopefully with a little cut. Oh, man, it's a little draw. All right, it'll be fine. Just in the dirt. Probably gonna have to play this one as a 3-shot par 5 anyway. No harm, no foul. We'll just have to punch something out and get it back in position and put the third one on the green and hopefully make a birdie. Cool. Question mark? All right, so we pulled it left a little bit. I'm just gonna go between these 2 trees and just try and hit a low punchy 3 hybrid and just kind of run it back onto the fairway. Put ourselves back in position to get on the green in 3. I don't know if you can see that fan off in the distance, but that's basically where I'm trying to start it, just a little right of that. That was close. I think we just pushed it through the fairway a little bit. Probably not gonna be as close to the green as we wanna be. We should have a shot to get on in 3 still. So let's try and lock in and get it on and make par, birdie, and go to the next hole. All right, Jen, not as bad as I thought. We only have 115, so that's not too bad. We did go through the fairway and into the rough a little bit. The lie seems okay. I just need to make sure I make good contact. So I'm gonna hit a 50-degree, 115 to the pin. Probably try and hit this about 110, just a little short of that 115 number. Cha-ching!
Nice.
Mother trucker! So we got about 20 feet for birdie. See if we can't maybe get lucky, but we're really just trying to flag it up there, make sure we get our par and go on to the next hole. Wow, like 3/4 of the way there, I thought I was gonna keep on slinging. I'll take my par and get out of here. All right, so hole 16, short par 4. I'm gonna aim onto the right side of the green and maybe even, I'm okay if it goes to the right of the green. There's a good little landing area over there and I'll have like a pin high chip shot. So we go down the right side of the fairway on this one. Be on the green. Not the exact angle I was going for, but I think we're gonna be on the green. We're just gonna have like a 40-50 foot putt probably, but hey, on the green in 1 hopefully. See if we can't get a 2-putt birdie. Thought I was bragging to Jen that we made it on the green. We're a little short. That's okay. I think we're in a good spot to get up and down. Pretty straightforward. I'm just gonna hit a 54-degree, cover the collar by about 5 feet and run it back there up the hill. Chase! Oh, they're too soft for it to chase that much. But anyway, I think we got about 8-foot putt for birdie. Let's see if we can.
8 foot?
Think it's further?
It might be further, right?
Might be 10.
From this perspective?
All right, so Jen corrected me after my chip shot. I'm not 8 feet, I'm like 16 feet. Let's see, it's uphill. Let's see if we can't get lucky and make it. Worst case, nice little 2-putt, get our par and go to the next hole. It's a weird one. It was on like the fault line where it should go right to left, but then it looks like it's gonna go left to right. My running joke on the, all right, so hole 17, about 187, a little different than the sawgrass version. That's like 130 or 125 you see on the TPC. But anyway, I'm gonna hit a 6-iron. I'm gonna aim, I don't know, about 10 feet right of the flag. Anywhere on the green would be a good shot. Draw a little. I think we're in the bunker. The bunker.
The bunker.
All right, not too bad of a shot. I mean, we did miss the green, but it was 188 yards with a 6-iron. We've got a little bit of green to work with. We're just gonna pop this up onto the green and let it roll down to the hole. Oh, I hit it too hard. Stop. That's disappointing. I thought I hit a good shot there. So we hit it a little too hard and green rolls away, so it went a little bit over. Let's try and dial this in. A little toe down chip. See if we can't get it close enough to escape with bogey here. Oh. If I tried to hit a shot like that, I could never do that. All right, let's see if we can make this.
Oh!
That's 2 long range putts, 1 for bogey, 1 for double, but every stroke counts, right? All right, 18 folks. It's all you can eat, baby. It's about 460, 470 from back here. I'm gonna try and hit one in the right center of the fairway. This is a little bit better angle coming in. We're gonna go with the bomb tee. See if we can't hit a good one with a slight little draw out there down the right center of the fairway. How did we hit it that good and that far right? All right, I think it's in the right rough over there. There's a little bit more opening past that tree. I think it got over it, right? It didn't hit it or anything?
I don't think so.
All right, but we're probably gonna end up playing this like a 3-shot par 5 because just the length to it, and as you see when we get up there, there's a lot more dangers.
Yeah.
We're just trying to lay something up probably like 50 to 100 yards short of the green. See if we can't get on in 3, get out with a bogey. I think it'll put us at 83 for the day and 7 under. All right, so we pushed our shot in the right rough. With the length of the hole, you know, I'd have had to hit a really great shot. Probably had like a 3 hybrid, or if I got lucky, I hit a 5 iron on there from back there. We're gonna go kind of at that red tip bush. We're gonna try and hit something about 125 to leave us in good position to get on in 3. So we've got a gap wedge, about 125. Just get it back into the fairway. Nice little layup. So I only think we hit that about 90 yards, but I think we'll be all right to get on the green from there. All right, so we got it like 102 to the flag. I'm gonna aim at that corner of the clubhouse. Got a 58 degree in hand. There's a good bit of wind behind us. We're not trying to go for pin seeking here. We're just trying to get on the green, 2 putt, take our bogey, and finish, I believe, like 7 under bogey golf for an 83. All right, a little left where I intended, but oh my God. Go over? That's disappointing. I thought 3/4 58 is not gonna go 102, or I guess it had to go like 110 or something. Oh. Well, here's something you sports fans shouldn't want to do. I thought I hit the 58, I hit a 54. All right, so we went over the green. We have to get up and down for a bogey. Right now, I'm really just trying to get on the green, and if we make double, we make double, and not maybe what we want, how we wanted to finish. You know, it's just stuff that happens. You got to flush that stuff and move on to the next shot and focus on it. So I'm gonna get a little toe down, kind of medium height shot, and try and get up there close to the pin.
Oh, damn. It was looking so good.
Oh, wow. Looks like we're gonna shoot 83, huh? All right, for an 83, for the views.
For the view.
All right. This is the end of the video. Ended up shooting 83. Thought we'd shoot a little bit better. We shot 39 on the front, 45 on the back. I think we had a couple of double bogeys on the back. I hope you get the point of trying to break 90. You don't need a perfect swing. Lord knows we didn't see a lot of those today. Didn't hit a lot of solid shots, but you know, we still were 7 under the target of 90. Playing from the further back tees also gave me more of a perspective to show you examples of, like, I think there were at least 3 or 4 par 5 or 4s that we played as par 5s. That's kind of what you have to do, going with a little different mindset and kind of break it up into chunks, and then follow the 5 tips. You know, where should you be aiming off of the tee boxes? Where should you be aiming and hitting on approach shots near the green to put yourself in position? It's all kind of about navigating your way down the course and staying out of trouble. And then when you get to green side, you know, the toe down chipping is usually a good one because you can have that one stock chipping motion to get you closer to the pin. And more importantly, just make sure you get on the green in some of those situations where you've playing like a par 4 as a par 5. And then also in putting, you got to be realistic. You're not going to be draining 20, 30 footers. You should be trying to get those down in 2. And then another thing that we didn't touch on as much during the video, if you've seen some of the other videos, we talk about kind of flushing it and going to the next hole. So don't do a lot of bad self-talk when you playing it as a par 5 and then you end up making double bogey anyway. You just got to flush it and go to the next one, and you just really focus on the shot in the moment while you're doing it. Be resilient like that and show some grit. You don't need a perfect swing, you just need a good strategy. Hope you saw that today. Like, subscribe, all that kind of type shit. Got a young videographer here, so I gotta be up to date on these slang terms here. But if you have other things you'd like to see us to do, we're down to hear it, down to do it. And once again, like, subscribe. Hope you enjoyed it. See you in the next one.